That 96 team that clinched it against the Dodgers in that final weekend in L.A. The guy who got the big knock, the double, Chris Gwynn. Archie Shinbrocco. Pitcher Joey Hamilton. And a Gold Glove center fielder as good as we ever had, Steve Finley. Another great teammate from the 96 team. There's never been a greater leadoff man in the history of baseball. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's a former Padre. Here's Ricky Henderson. Then came that amazing year of '98. 53 out of 54 saves and save opportunities. A 1.48, and took his club to the division, the National League Championship. What a pitching staff for 98 wins. On that staff with Trevor, Donnie Wall right here, and Brian Bowringer, Andy Ashby, and the National League champion, MVP, Hitch's backbone. Here's Sterling Hitchcock. In the new century, and new teammates, outfielder Mark Sweeney, Brett Boone, Kevin Jarvis, and Ryan Plesko. In the move from Qualcomm to this marvelous Petco Park. And the gentlemen who with Trevor were here on the first day, opening day, against the Giants in the new park. Welcome back, Boomer and Jilly, David Wells and Brian Giles. Back to the winning ways from 04 and 07. Two more division titles in 05 and 06. With reliever Rudy Sienez. And a couple of players that the late great Duke Snyder once told me his favorite Padres players of all time. Dave Roberts and Mark Loretta. Gracious enough to be part of this as members of the Florida Marlins. Yesterday starter and former Padre Clay Hensley, and another great former Padre center fielder and Gold Glover, Mike Cameron. Three more players who played with him and I'm sure would say learned from him. Welcome back, Chris Young. Chase Headley, and the man who succeeded him so seamlessly and so well, another great Padre reliever, Heath Bell. You know, of course, this is a franchise historically known for relievers, with Bruce Gossage, Mark Davis, and the gentleman you've seen, and the guy who started it all, Hall of Famer, Rollie Fingers. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we would be remiss if we didn't mention some teammates of Trevor's and friends of ours who are gone, but literally live forever in our hearts. From that championship club of the late 90s, nobody forgets the great Ken Caminetti. And here is his wife, Nancy Caminetti, say thank you for being here. We lost a marvelous, energetic outfielder who joined the club in '99 and in a car accident. We lost him in spring training of 2002. That was Mike Darr. Would you welcome his wife, Natalie Darr? Thank you, Natalie. In 2003, another of the great Padre closers, though only here for a brief time. After Trevor was out that 03 season with the shoulder surgery, we miss shooter Rod Beck. Would you welcome, please, his wife, Stacy Beck. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you would again turn to the video board with a retrospective of what this man has meant to so many of his teammates. So many through the years.
When I think of Trevor, I think of a man who brought integrity, who brought charisma, who brought himself to the ballpark every day to help wherever he could. Now, there's so many pitchers that he went through the years that he taught and helped. And with Trevor Hoffman, I think of the man that he was more than the pitcher that he was.
Trevor was never one of the guys who shied away from the younger players. Trevor always was there to answer questions, to help me along the way.
You really can't speak in words how good of a guy he is. You know, there's not too many people like him, really, in the whole game. This game's been going on over 100 years, so you know, he's just a classy guy, and you know, I was honored just to be a teammate for the short time that I was.
He was always a team guy. He was always a guy who wanted the players to go have dinner together.
He was more than just numbers. His dedication, how great he was with kids, being a great ambassador to the game. He's just a special player for me.
He did play for the Padre organization. Padres were everything to him.
The one thing that I think I learned from Trevor, just watching him from the booth, was that no matter how well he did or how poorly he did on the field, which was, you know, not a lot, obviously, but he was always the same. He was the epitome of a guy turning the page. As he started to establish himself, you started to see things, his work ethic, started to see how involved he was in the community, started to see how involved he was with family, and you know, those things were very important to him. And all the years that I played with him, that never changed. That fire was always there.
I've never seen anyone engender more respect and love, who could run with the guys, power with the guys, and yet in a closed clubhouse meeting, it's like Trevor Hoffman. When Trevor talked, they listened.
He's made everybody feel good around him, and Dad was just so proud. And he was proud of all of his sons, all three of us, and it came through him in his eyes to wherever he went, and this is no exception. more than just talent to pass the test of time. And Trevor's done that. And you look at the guys in the Hall of Fame, that's what they have done. And Trevor's headed that way.
Integrity was his middle name. Integrity was Trevor Hoffman.
Like we were saying, Ed and Mickey and his brothers turned out some kind of a man. They have all these relievers now in Major League Baseball that have all these songs, and you, of course, and I know where it started. It started here in that magical summer of 1998 when he came out for the first time to get, of course, yet another save, and they played Hell's Bells. A Padre and a Padre tradition only through the years. To the video board once again.
I would run inside, get ice on it, and run back out as fast as I could just to hear the Hell's Bells. And I mean, every time you hear it, even when we play it, you just get chills, you know, on your skin, up your spine. So it's just, there's never going to be another person like that. You know, there's never going to be a song that fits somebody so well.
Hey everybody, Brian Johnson here from AC/DC, and all the boys want to congratulate Trevor Hoffman on an amazing career. We're really proud of the fact that you picked our song Hell's Bells for your entrance for it was a decade or more. And you know what it is, when we played that song at concerts, we used to rock the crowd, but you rocked the mountain, mate. And so, you know what, Trevor, you're rolling thunder, pouring rain, coming on like a hurricane, Hell's Bells. So once again, congratulations, mate, from Angus and Malcolm, Cliff and Phil, and myself, Brian. Just give them hell, kid. You rock.
How cool was that? Hey, wait.